Nerds, welcome to Just Out the Seat. Just got out of the latest X-Men movie, X-Men Apocalypse. This is my friend Catherine.
Hello.
We saw it together and oh my gosh, where to begin? If you haven't seen any of the other X-Men movies, don't feel bad. You only really need to see the last two to really get all the subtext, but they go back and really explain everything you need to know anyway.
I feel like a lot of it is really connected, and that's why this great part about this movie is that it connects all of the X-Men, like from the first one down to everything. It flowed well. There was so much nostalgia. Was it just me?
Oh no, definitely not. No, they even have the quote from the original X-Men movie in this movie. Like if you were watching X-Men movies, you got your nostalgia boner. If you read the comic books, you got your nostalgia boner. Pretty much everyone got their nostalgia boner for this movie.
Probably, I think, the best of all the installments that they've recently had for all the films.
I'm still really having first class at the top of my list in terms of like characterization and writing, because I feel like a lot of this has the expectation of like already a lot of emotional investment, and even with the new characters, I think that
Olivia Munn is Psylocke. Oh, perfect. Sorry.
I feel like most of the Four Horsemen don't get as much screen time as I would have liked.
You're right.
Yeah.
And like Storm, I didn't expect like how that all. Her as Storm, did not expect that. She's, I think, a newcomer, so that was really.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure she's like, is she new to acting in general?
I think just in general, I haven't seen her in anything.
Depending on what theater you've seen it in.
She's in the second one. No, she's not.
She played in a Leah biopic.
But not on a big screen.
But it was horrible.
No.
No, she played
So
on,
she's basically making a name for herself now with this movie. Depending on what theater you see it in, you might actually get greeted with a featurette of the actual actor who plays Storm, just talking about all the work that went into making the movie and helping you enjoy it. I always love something like that. And I love to see that actors enjoy their work just as much as we enjoy watching it. There's a lot of newcomers. I mean, this movie really, really highlighted the new, was it Jean Grey, Cyclops, Nightcrawler. I mean, it really laid the groundwork for them to pick up characters for spin-offs or continuing on with other movies. And all of your expectations are there with like character backstories. They can still be implemented if you want. I think Mystique at this point is old enough that Nightcrawler might still be her son.
I know, that's what I was still curious
and it's still
about.
it's still his same name, so they hadn't changed any name. They didn't change any names, which is great.
I don't know how they're gonna fit all that in. That was the only part of the script that I felt a little uneasy about. Of the depiction of, Raven being a little young, and then the depiction of Nightcrawler being a little older than
but she can change her face. Her face is still the same regardless.
Yeah.
And if she's about the same age as Charles is getting on the older side. So I mean, I think it still kind of works.
That's how you can determine her level between her age between everyone.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I really was just disappointed with not being able to get really in depth with certain characters that I really feel like they really set up to have really good stories, but ended up not having time to really explore. That being especially Angel, Storm, Jubilee. Oh my God, Jubilee. I feel like Jubilee was so token. They were just nodding to the fans with Jubilee. If Jubilee doesn't have several lines in the next movie, they're significant, I will be very irritated.
But I'm glad they introduced her.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this is the first live action Jubilee we've ever gotten.
Yeah. But you most definitely have to watch this film.
Yeah, and if you don't already know, there is a Wolverine cameo. I don't think this counts towards the contract because we're still getting Wolverine 3. I really actually enjoyed the fact that they tried to keep the archetypes of the characters they're usually on the X-Men team still there. Mystique is obviously Wolverine, and giving us that Wolverine cameo really I don't know, stretch that for me.
Oh, and the background lay work of how you see that all come together and
if anything is good about the writing, it's the planning of everything making sense.
Yes.
Like
everything
all the
just
things is
starts
like
making sense.
It's like, oh, incidentally, that's how it happens.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was I think it's really fulfilling. Like, if you really like seeing characters come into their own and become their like comic book personas, you're really gonna love this movie. That being said, it is outside of the general Marvel movies, so still be aware of that. I don't think that's going away anytime soon. They're building their own little X-Men universe more and more every installment, and I think Gambit just got pushed back. It's not canceled, as far as I know.
That's what I was curious about. But
yeah, it's still ongoing. So we got at least that, Wolverine 3, and Deadpool 2 to look forward to. In the summer, we still have Suicide Squad. So if you want to get your comic book fits, definitely still have some stuff. Oh yeah, Ninja Turtles too. Actually, tomorrow. Tonight, depending on the theater. There's pre-screenings here because, Pacific Theaters of the Grove is, ahead of the game. Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Maybe about the after credit scene? There's an after credit scene, yeah.
I'll just let y'all think about that. I'm really excited about it.
Oh yeah, it's a little more ambiguous than what you would expect, especially considering X-Men after credit scenes have been pretty sparse. I think the only one they had was actually for the Wolverine, the one where he's in Japan.
Yeah.
But I definitely think you should see it, pay full price, and you will enjoy it unless you hate X-Men films. If there's not X-Men film you like, then don't see it. Would you say pay for it?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
I mean, if I wasn't working during the weekend, I would have most definitely have came and watched the rest fast.
Oh yeah.
Today was
it was basically a whole week.
Yep.
It took us to watch this goddamn movie. Fucking X-Men.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. All right, Nerd Power.